Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am Tamika Thompson and I am the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company. And for this video, I'm going to be giving you some super simple, easy ways that you can boost your confidence before a job interview. Now, during a recent study, it was revealed that 93% of people who participated in that survey said that they felt nervous before a job interview. And I can totally relate. At this point in my career, I have interviewed for dozens of positions, and regardless of the company, how big the company was, or what the salary was, I always felt nervous before an interview. But there were some little things that I started to do beforehand that I found would boost my confidence and enhance my self-assuredness so that I would be able to go into that interview and knock it out of the park. And I want the same for you. I want you to log into your virtual interview or walk into your in-person interview feeling like you are the bomb.com, because you are. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number one on this list is to play your favorite hype song. I'm talking about that song that you may play on the way to work that gets your blood pumping, that gets you dancing in the car, at the stoplight, or as you're cruising on the highway, or that song that you play right before you maybe hit the gym or do your workout, or whatever song you play that gives you energy to tackle your household tasks. I want you to play that song or put on that playlist. Now, I am a huge music lover. I love pretty much anything and everything, but my favorite genres of music are pop, soul, funk, and like old school R&B. I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I love me some Janet Jackson, some Bruno Mars, Britney Spears, like all of it. And I found that right before a job interview, I would play like Bad by Michael Jackson or In Control or The Pleasure Principle by Janet Jackson, and I would just feel on top of the world. So whatever your go-to song is that really gets you energized, that makes you feel good, that maybe gets you dancing a little bit, I want you to play that song before your interview, blast it, dance to it, and you can play that song each and every single day leading up to your interview, or you can play it right before your interview or the morning of your interview, right? Try to do it leading up to whenever your interview is. We all know that music has a ton of psychological and mental effects. Number two on this list is to repeat aloud or chant or meditate on or write down positive affirmations that make you feel confident. So any type of go-to saying. I know for me personally, mine tends to be, you got this, you're qualified for this, you can handle this, simple things like that. If you don't have a go-to phrase or of maybe a family saying or something like that, you can always pull some from the internet. So you can do a Google search and pull up positive affirmations for an interview or positive affirmations to boost your self-esteem. You can also find a ton of quotes that are on Instagram, Pinterest, and just social media in general. And with those phrases, whichever one you choose or whichever ones you choose, if you choose more than one, just kind of keep those in rotation. So maybe write them down every single day at the top of your to-do list before you begin your day. Maybe you record a voice note and you play that voice note aloud for maybe 1 minute, every couple of hours or something like that. Having that go-to saying that you can chant or write down or meditate on throughout the day, just having it circulating in your mind can really make a difference in you believing more in yourself and knowing that you are capable and qualified to nail this interview, get this job. And anytime you find yourself getting a little nervous also, maybe you just have that go-to phrase that you can go to. So maybe you start your day with saying it, but in addition to that, you find yourself facing a certain challenge throughout the day, or the interview is coming up and you find yourself just getting a little anxious. Maybe you start sweating or your hands start to get a little sweaty. You have that go-to phrase that you can say or that you can glance over at if you have it written down on a post-it note to reference back to. Number 3 on this list is right before the interview, or maybe even the night before the interview, do something that you enjoy that puts your mind at ease. So as of lately, for the past year or so, my go-to thing has been yoga, and I have found that that really puts me at ease. So for work, if I know that I have a presentation coming up, or something that I may be doing in particular that may heighten my anxiety a little bit or make me feel a little bit nervous, I'll do a yoga class that morning or the night before. Something else that I really enjoy is doing outdoor walks, no matter the weather. So if there's something in particular that calms your mind, maybe it's listening to jazz music, maybe it's an outdoor walk, maybe it's putting on your headphones and playing, a certain type of music, maybe it's journaling, maybe it's doing Sudoku, maybe it's doing a puzzle, little things like that. Any hobbies that you may have, or anything that as you do it or when you do it, it puts your mind at ease. Lighting a candle, having 10 or 15 minutes of quiet time just so you can think, or maybe you have a space in your home where you can go to that's like your safe space. I know for me, in my home, my office and my creative space, what I'd like to call it, is my safe space. So sometimes if I feel like I'm having a moment of heightened anxiety, or I need to prepare myself for something that's coming up, I'll come in here and sit cross-legged on the floor for about 20 minutes to half an hour, listening to some jazz music or something like that. So whatever that thing is that, again, relaxes you, puts you at ease, gets you calm, cool, collected, do that before your interview. Because if you do those things beforehand, you maybe won't feel as jittery or as anxious about it. Number 4 on this list is to wear something that is comfortable and that also makes you feel confident. So present yourself as your most authentic self in however or whatever way it is most comfortable yet professional to you. So I know me personally, I am a very happy, charismatic, cheery type of person. So typically when I go in for an interview, I'm always going to be wearing like the brightest colors that there are. So I love orange, yellow, bright red. I love a chartreuse or a nice blue. Whatever color or whatever style makes you feel confident, because we all know that our appearance is directly correlated to how we show up in the world, how we feel confident, how we feel about ourselves, and the confidence that we have. What used to help me in the past is I would actually buy one outfit, like I would go to Macy's or Nordstrom or something like that. I would buy a really nice outfit and I would wear that one outfit to all of the interviews that I would be going on. So if I was job searching and I went on maybe 10 to 12 different interviews, I would wear that one outfit for all of those different interviews. And you can do the same. So maybe you just pick one outfit out of your closet and you say, I'm going to wear this to every first round interview that I have. And you can pick an outfit for different rounds of interviews. So I know sometimes there can be 3 rounds or maybe 4 rounds. So you can go and buy yourself 4 outfits, or you can go ahead and pick 4 different outfits from your wardrobe. Maybe even before the interview, you get your hair done, you go and get a nice blowout, or you go and get a nice haircut, get your beard lined up, go ahead and get your lining straight. Just make an effort to show up as your best self physically, because that is definitely going to play a big part in how you feel about yourself. Last on this list is to prepare all of your materials in advance so that you're not scrambling at the last minute trying to figure out or trying to find certain things. I have learned the hard way that being organized and being prepared and taking the time to lay things out maybe the night before, put together, different documents and files the night before or the week before, such as my resume, my cover letter, researching job interview questions and things like that. That eliminates so much stress. We all know that being unprepared and being disorganized can be a stressor. So if you're in the interview and you don't have your stuff together, you forgot your resume, you forgot to print it, you don't know where it is on your computer, if you have a virtual interview, that can be a source of stress. So do yourself a favor a couple of days before the interview, or maybe even the night before the interview, to gather all of your materials together. So make sure you have copies of your resume. Make sure that you have your cover letter. Have your references typed out if you need to. Go ahead and jot some questions down that you plan on asking the interviewer. Doing all of those things in advance can really make the interview go a lot smoother. And again, it's going to make you feel more confident because you're not stressed trying to find things, scrambling to get things, and running around last minute and stuff like that. So those are some super simple ways that you can boost your confidence before a job interview. And like I said, I understand firsthand how nerve-wracking job interviews can be. You don't know what they're going to ask you. You're meeting brand new people for the first time. You're meeting complete strangers, and you may feel like they are judging you and you're in the hot seat. But doing simple things like these that I just talked about in this video can really make a world of a difference. If you have hyped yourself up before the job, you're prepared with all of your materials, you've done your research, you're wearing something that makes you feel good, you have your affirmations already kind of rotating or circulating in your mind, then I guarantee you, you are more than likely going to walk into or log into that interview feeling more confident, feeling more self-assured. Everyone gets nervous, but there are some simple things that you can do to ease that anxiety while also boosting your confidence to make sure that you are presenting yourself as the best candidate for this job. I can honestly say recruiters can definitely tell the difference between someone who is confident versus someone who is not confident. And the one thing that you never want to be is unsure of yourself, because I promise you, they can definitely tell. I really hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that you apply these tips when it comes to preparing for your next job interview to boost your confidence. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, go ahead and hit the like button for me down below. If you have any additional questions in relations to boosting your confidence for a job interview that I did not cover in this video, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment box down below. If you need assistance with your resume to help you start getting interviews in your job search, I will be more than happy to help you. Feel free to reach out to me directly at hello@thompsonresumes.com, and you can also visit my website at www.thompsonresumes.com. For more job interview and resume and career content from me, feel free to connect with me on social media. The link to my Instagram and my LinkedIn profiles are in the description box down below, and you can also subscribe to my email list by clicking the link in the description box down below as well. If you are watching this video but you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can join my growing YouTube community. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time with another helpful video. Go kill that interview, y'all. Bye.